guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Faith, the Course Divine Faith Tarot, and this is going to be your energy reading for the month of September. So welcome in, Libras. Okay, so of course, if you have a Libra sun, moon, rising, or if you are a life path number 6, then this reading may resonate with you as well, considering the fact that the life path number 6 is ruled by Venus. So you should know by now, if you've been here long enough, that the planetary ruler for Venus for Libra is Venus. Okay, that was a lot to say. That's why I got mumbo jumbo. But anyway, so yes, we're going to take a look at the energy coming through. If you have not read your weekly horoscope that I posted on Friday night, make sure you click the description box below or go directly to my website that is located everywhere all over this page. I mean, you can't miss it. If you forget it, then that's your problem. But anyway, so I would say I'm not going to keep you long, but I'm definitely going to keep you long. So, maybe you should take a bathroom break and everything else everything else under the sun. All right, let us see. Some of you are in a bad way with the Scorpio. Some of you guys, it's like your anger is boiling over, is rising to the top. It may be because of unfair treatment, possibly in the workplace, school, something possibly dealing with the bank. Okay, but also the Tower kind of gives me that vibe of like, I associate the Tower, of course, you know, Tower of Babylon, but what if the Tower is even possibly associated with like the flood in the Bible? I mean, maybe I'm just thinking outside the box. So it could even possibly definitely, you know, natural disasters and things of that nature, okay? Some of you Libras may actually end up like tripping and falling and like embarrassing yourself. It may possibly be in front of someone that you like, or this may possibly be like during some type of important event, whatever it is that you're doing, where maybe you're being watched or looked at by people. You could be presenting something when it pertains to work, and it's like you trip and fall. Some of you may definitely be naturally clumsy, so just be very careful about that. Ringing in the ears, headaches, fever is coming through. Some of you guys definitely need to get throat lozenges, is that how you say it? And keep it like by your bed, because I'm getting like a sore throat that may possibly wake you up in the middle of the night. Some of you may even have to end up calling off of work because of like some sort of a sore throat or some type of sickness. All right, let's take a look, shall we? Boom, boom. Okay. First card out, 7 of Swords. Okay. I get this vibe like you want to duck and run and you want to hide. You may be trying to avoid an Aquarius, but the thing is about the 7 of Swords, something is not over, because as you can see, there's 2 swords left in the ground, because the way that she's looking at it is almost just like, you know, what if I have to come back? And that's the kind of energy is coming through. She's moving these swords, but she's also in heels, so she's not in moving clothes whatsoever. So I'm saying that to say that some of you guys, there's this energy here where you're going to have to make 2 trips when it pertains to something. 2 trips when it possibly pertains to moving, or some of you, this could be a metaphorical thing. You may be making 2 trips in a manner to really see if somebody is sure about leaving you behind, ghosting you, or maybe if you're even sure about ghosting this situation, but I feel like that you're not. Okay, this does give me a vibe of possibly some of you may be using your intellect in the wrong area, the wrong arena. Okay, I don't know why I kind of get this type of karmic type of energy tied to it, but I'm saying that in a sense where some of you may possibly be trying to use your intellect to play the judge, juror, and the executioner when it comes to getting somebody back because they did something wrong to you. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do something, speak out, but some of you are doing it in the wrong way, like a sneaky, conniving type of way. So if you do that, no matter what intention you're going with it as, like, you know, I just want this person to own up to what they did. If you go in and sneaky conniving, you're going to be about as down bad as they are. So find another way. Okay. But I'm also getting this vibe as well of reports. Don't be trying to carry all the groceries in the house at one time, because some of you, like I said, the clumsiness is coming up and you could definitely end up getting some sort of an injury. Okay. Now, coming into this month, it does feel like that you want to like cut ties with someone or something. It may be a business partner with the 7th house energy coming through. But even outside of that, I'm getting an on and off situation. Doesn't have to be romantically speaking. Like I said, it could be financially speaking. Some of you, this may be the vibe revolving around the job that you go to now. It's very on and off, very hot and cold with this career. You know, 1 minute you want to be there and the next minute you don't want to be there. Some of you are struggling to fit in, but some of you guys are also struggling when it comes to maybe a new house, apartment, a new division. Is that right? Yeah. A new division, area, whatever it is that you may have moved to when it pertains to your career office. Some of you actually may get put on ice in your career. Like, I'm not sure exactly what type of mistake you may have made or something. It's like some of you are going to have to face some sort of consequence. And it's not like in a super bad way, but I'm saying you're getting put on ice where they may put you in the back office or they may push you to the side in some type of manner because they're making you wait out whatever the hell you've done. Okay. Of course, we do have moon energy coming through. So a Cancer may possibly be the culprit, or you may have Cancer energy in your chart. Some of you will be having some type of feeling or inkling towards, could be the middle of the month, but you'll be having some type of feeling like you cannot trust somebody. Like something with them is off. It's like you don't feel right. Some of you will have upset stomach, indigestion. Okay, something will be going wrong with your body to kind of like let you know that something is off here with this person. Some of you, it does feel like this is somebody who you've signed up to let help you, or somebody that has been assigned to your department, whatever it is, by management. But I see a vibe with this 7 of Swords where it looks like deals are going awry in some type of a manner. Some of you definitely will be leaving your home unexpectedly because of issues, maybe with repairs, or some of you actually will be having issues with the landlord. So that could be why you are making plans or being sneaky about finding a new place to stay, which I understand. You got to do what you got to do. So if you do have to take that heat and have that on your credit report, it's almost just like, well, shoot, rather be safe than sorry. So I can't even knock you for that, to be honest. Okay. But anyway, next card out, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So we have work. See, I kind of was getting the vibe where it is something tied to work, evading something, evading questioning, trying to hide away. Some of you guys, like I said, you're being pushed to the back in some type of manner because you're having to serve up your consequences for something that you did in the past. It's almost like that energy where it's almost just like you get in trouble at school and then you come home and it's just like your parents don't address you, like, oh, okay, maybe they forgot about it. But then they like wait, they wait till like late that night or the next day. I mean, I know it's crazy, but come on, let's not play slow here. Like it hasn't happened to some of you. But anyway, with the 8 of Pentacles energy being here, we do have the artist, we do have the creative as well. Some of you are not feeling confident in your craft anymore. I'm seeing issue with craftsmanship. Some of you may have a job that requires you to use your hands. So I'm getting like carpal tunnel or some type of issue tied to moving your bones or something like that. Like some of you guys, your bones are too brittle. You may be unable to drink milk, or some of you maybe have to go back to drinking milk like you were like a child. Okay. But even with this energy here, like I was talking about before, where some of you guys are in this on and off situation, so at the beginning of the month, you will definitely be in like the off position, like the light switch. But then there's this energy here where you will look back and try to figure out, okay, what can we do to try to make this situation work? Or what can I do to try to make this situation work? I am getting a little bit of like, could be miserable energy, or it could just simply be unhappiness, or it simply could be some of you guys, because some of you may be being like somewhat of like an energetic sponge because other people around you aren't happy. Now all of a sudden that's making you be unhappy. So some of you have to be very mindful about your energy, soaking in this energy around you, because some of you, it may not even be you that's miserable. It could be the people around you, and it's coming towards you this miserable type of energy. So boundaries, detaching for a minute. Some of you need to definitely put on an energy where it's almost just like, I don't care. You know, some of you also maybe feeling like that whoever this boss coworker is picking on you in some type of a manner. Like they're nitpicking over your work. Every little thing, it seems like it's a problem. Some of you are still also struggling to find steady work. I don't know why I get a starving artist with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, but I kind of do. You know, this, what do they call it? A flat? Shit, I call it, it's an apartment. Even if it's a studio, still an apartment to me. But some of you guys, you may be staying or maybe downsizing. Some of you guys could be downsizing to like less bedrooms, hence the moving. I mean, no surprise that flooding is coming up, but that could be for the ones that are being affected when it comes to, like I talked about before, the Tower, natural disasters. But even with the Eight of Pentacles energy being here, I'm getting savings. Some of you will be opening a new savings account, or this actually represents, I actually feel like some of you guys need to actually take a full break, not just detach, you know, and at the end of the workday, you go home and you sit there. You literally legitimately need to take the weekend, or shit, even the week. Some of you guys can definitely afford to take a week because it just seems like projection. That, I'm sorry if it took me 15 minutes to get to one word. Projection, projection, projection. But that goes back to me talking about the people who you're around, their energy. Queen of Cups. I'm glad all the cards are coming up, right? You know? But anyway, even with the cards coming upright, I do see this energy of like you're clearing something. Some of you are trying to make way for something else, but you're trying to make way for something else, or you want to make way for something else, not realizing that you have to completely break away from this and leave it behind. You can't try to stay stuck to it and come back to it next week or next year or next month. You know, that's not going to help you in this situation. Some of you guys, that's why you're not moving forward, because you keep coming back to this when you know, and I know, and your intuition knows that it's something that you have to let go because you've gave enough. You've given enough. Even for those of you that are trying to be a starving artist right now, we have to go back to the drawing board of reality. Is it practical to keep moving forward with this if it's not making any money? Especially if you got things to take care of, like, you know, adulting. Some of you can't continue forward doing this. So it kind of gives me a vibe. Some of you are just refusing to like step back into that realm of practicality because you're like, I know it could work. We're not saying it's not, but the bills don't stop coming just because you feel like something can work right now. No. We don't have time for that. And some of you guys are slipping into that pattern again. And you may go through these spurts where you go through periods where it's practical and it's not practical. You know? So definitely this may be more of a not being so practical time period. You know? Some of you will be having motion sickness or some type of illness tied to too much movements. I feel like some of you guys may have issues tied to riding in like the back seat of the car. It could be the front seat, whatever. But there is possibly some type of trauma or some type of accident that you may have had in the car. And there's still like this fear, which is understandable again. But some of you, I don't know what you can do to that. I don't know. Therapy. I mean, I don't know. I ain't a therapist. But some of you guys are going to have to try to find another way to kind of like help you overcome this fear. Some of you definitely have fear of roller coasters. Again, fear of heights. I mean, I get that. But anyway, even with the Queen of Cups, I'm immediately hearing material. Some of you need to turn your tears into material. That's where you need to go. You starving artists or you creatives that are having blocks, okay? What's the last thing you wrote about in your journal? Or what's the last time you talked to your ancestors about? Because some of you guys definitely talked to your ancestors about something during a time whenever you just felt down, sad. What was that? Use that here, okay? Those of you Libras that have a business, I see this energy here where you're trying to change something. Could be how you emotionally respond to people. It could be how you are organized. Yeah. It could be, scheduling system, how you get clients, A lot of you, it feels like you may have to go to the traditional route. If you have a business, word of mouth. I mean, it may come down to that type of thing for some of you where this resonates in terms of having a business. Because I don't really get mainstream. I'm just going to be honest. I don't really get mainstream with this energy here. Because you're a natural loner. Some Libras are coming through as of being a freeloader in some type of manner. That isn't going to resonate for everybody, but that is coming through. But back to my original point. For some of you guys, it's like, with this natural loner type of energy, it's hard for people like to relate. Even if we're taking business off of the board, this may be the same thing even whenever it pertains to relationships. The relationship that you possibly have with your mother. It's always a misunderstanding, or it always seems like it's difficult for her or whoever they are to try to get to understand you, because you're naturally like this, guarded, closed off. Some of you, there will be people trying to get to know you in the month of September, but you're coming across like, I'd rather not. Be careful of also being emotionally manipulated, especially if you're deciding to turn the light switch off on a particular connection. I feel like that this person knows how to get you emotionally, and whatever this is that you like that makes you feel better emotionally, they'll be bringing it to your doorstep. Again, love, whatever. Because sometimes the Queen of Cups can totally be gullible. You're feeding into something. This came up with Taurus as well, about somebody trying to throw you off of your game. They're trying to make it seem like there's something that you're doing is wrong. And it's not wrong at all. It's like, this is what you're choosing to do. But back to my original point, like I said, some of you guys, you don't have time to not be practical during this month, because you're falling behind on something financially speaking, and you need to do something else. Apply for a job, whatever. Don't give this up. But for now, you're going to have to put that to the side, and you're going to have to put your big britches on. Okay? Booyah. Page of Swords in reverse. Slander. It is so, well, I mean, I should be expecting this because you and Taurus have the same planetary ruler. So slander, slanderous, slander campaign, maybe. But I would say some of you Libras have just invited somebody in your energy who is possibly feels like they're about to steal from you. I mean, that's the energy it's coming from. Even if it's not financially speaking with the 8th house energy here, it could be ideas. Because like I said, some of you are definitely very creative. And that's the good part of you. But also that other side of you is, damn, are you gullible? Even though you're the scales. It's too easy to get you. Some of you, and not everybody, but it is coming through that way. Or some of you, you may just unfortunately let your guard down, then here we are. So if you've already stepped into the arena, you need to be mindful. I'm not saying start being weird and just, completely X out of the situation, especially if you've already gotten into it, but you just need to watch your back. I'm not saying don't, I'm not saying do. Even with the Page of Swords in there, I get espionage, too. Some of you Libras, somebody will have some type of information about you, and you're like, how did you know that? Boom. It's right in front of you, whoever the hell this person is that's around you. Some of you are definitely being watched in your workplace. They're waiting for you to mess up so that you can get out of there. I mean, I totally just get that. So some of you, you're going to have to tighten up a little bit more than what you are willing to during this month of September, only because I don't know what has transpired. But whoever this person is that's trying to get you out of there, boy, are they working. Are they working? I'm getting adolescence. Some of you have still failed to grow up. Like you got stuck at a period of adolescence, probably when you hit puberty. I don't know exactly what happened then, but it could just be one of those things here. Something about whenever you hit puberty and something tied to reality just almost took you out in some type of a manner. So it may have definitely came to a point where it's almost just like, I'd rather just not grow up because it's just so hard. It's so difficult. Some of you have lost your mother. Even if your mother is still walking, physically speaking, it's like you and this person don't even, it's like, wow, that's sad. But some of you do, you don't even see your mom as your mom. She's by her name, Like, it's hard for you to call her mom. It could be she wasn't there. If she was there, she wasn't there emotionally. And you're having to take the blunt end of that because it's making you struggle in your relationships. But this makes you think of like a lack of talent. You're not succeeding at something. Something has slowed down, or it could be slowing down in the month of September. So that could also be where the abandonment energy is coming from, where you kind of just like want to, abandon ship because you're trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not being accepted? Why am I not being up for promotions? Why am I not getting a pat on the back? Why am I not getting employee of the month? Why am I not getting a raise? There's a lot of why nots coming from you during this month. Some of you are also still, speaking of this person who you keep having an on and off relationship with, you're still deciding to stick by this person, even though they've proved to you that they're a liar. But guess what? You take them back because they know exactly how to get you. So why do you want to be with the liar again? Because some of you definitely are against that wholeheartedly. Like, I don't want to be with the liar. But yet you keep giving the liar chances. Look at that. I'm hearing escape. Some of you will be escaping through music, TV, movies. Some of you Libras, I feel like, used to play the drums. So there's this energy here where you may have musical talents when it comes to an instrument, but you're not using them. Don't know why. Maybe somebody told you not to. I don't know. But even, I'm not saying like to go ahead and use these talents because you're just going to get this grand thing out of it. It could totally just be an energy here where it's like, use this stress reliever, take your mind off of things, help you come to a decision about what you should do. Even with the full energy here, there's no journey. There's no journey within self. That's why I said some of you guys are still stuck at adolescence. You didn't grow up. Some of you may possibly be going backwards. Like, you were doing good for a minute in terms of adulting, and then now all of a sudden it's like off the deep end. Life. That could have possibly been why. But even with the full energy here in reverse, again, motion sickness is coming through. Because even here, I'm getting like kind of woozy. So it's kind of weird. Where I'm getting like kind of woozy, kind of dizzy. Again, watch out for clumsiness, holes, potholes, and stuff like that for those of you driving on the roads. But even this fool here, I'm getting a missed opportunity. Because this is being in the right place at the right time. And then the Page of Swords can definitely be a talent being acknowledged. Some of you Libras don't have a damn clue what your talent is. But maybe you haven't really thought enough about it. Which is likely. But this also gives me a vibe. Some of you guys, without a doubt, even if you know you have the talent, it's not appreciated where you're at. People see you in some type of way as like being foolish. I hate to say it. Some of you Libras, I hate to say it. Some of you guys, I kind of get this energy where it's like, people are feeling sorry for you in some type of a manner. And it's like they want to help you. But once that wears off, you're gonna be like, wow, where did everybody go? Because some of you guys, it kind of comes across where you feel like you're not being taken serious. So guess what you do? Manipulate. Or somebody's doing this to you. Somebody's manipulating you. Could be somebody's manipulating you because you're not taking them serious or you possibly want to leave. Be very careful of somebody who's trying to throw, who's trying to start a fire. The fire could be you, the anger. But it kind of does give me that. It's like a damsel in distress type of energy is in the air. Some of you may possibly feel like that you have to go to those links to get what you want because you're feeling overlooked. I mean, is it worth sacrificing your integrity? Some of you guys will say yes because you feel like that's what you need to do. Because you're tired of being overlooked. You're tired of not getting praised. You're tired of not being appreciated. I really don't care for the Fool in reverse and the Page of Swords because, like I said, this is somebody who definitely, you know, could even be hypochondriac energy. Is that the right word? I think so. It makes me want to look it up on Google, but somebody will tell me what it means. Or like I said, somebody's possibly doing this to you, but it feels like an adult. I don't think this is a child. So it could be a partner. It could be you. Using an illness to keep you stuck. Or using some type of something, you know. It almost gives me the vibe, some of you, it gives me the energy of like somebody purposely getting themselves put out of their home. That's the type of energy that comes through. Some of you have definitely been bamboozled, led astray by somebody who is in your energy. You know, it's almost just like you're pretty smart, you know, but when it comes to this person, it's like that goes out the window. And it's like you shrink down to being a child. You're letting this person overpower you. You're the one with the power. Why the hell do they have the power? I don't know. Some of you don't even realize that you got the power in your hands. And they'll follow. You know, don't be the puppet. I know it sounds terrible to be the puppet master, but I mean, in this instance, some of you guys have literally gave up too much of your power. Look at that, 6 of Swords. The inability to let go of the past. I'm hearing forsaken. I'm hearing also something about sins. Some of you Libras may definitely be quite religious, or you grew up in a religious family. And it seems like you're being, not shunned, but it seems like that they're making it seem like that you are like Satan, you know? So some of you, that does bother you, which is understandable. But it goes back to me saying like you just want to be accepted, whether it be by society, whether that be by family. But also, like I said, some of you have to be very careful when it comes to continuously playing the fool with somebody that, like I said, you share a bed with, or you have a contract with them, or whatever this connection is, whatever the title of that is. Because we also do have, this is Aquarius energy. If you decide to take matters in your own hands, I don't necessarily feel like that this is going to play out in your favor, especially for those of you that are trying to serve somebody their karma on your own. It's almost like some of you don't also know how to walk away from conflict. Hence the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords in reverse can get real grimy. Seriously. The Page of Swords, you got to watch out for that bugger. I'm just saying, you know, it almost kind of gives you the Page of Swords kind of gives you that vibe. They'll befriend you and then they'll end up putting a damn a location app or a bug in your car. You don't even know. This is that type of person that will like probably be an informant. I mean, nothing really good comes out of the Page of Swords in reverse. I'm just saying. I mean, there's no way for me to put it. I mean, seriously. Anyway, somebody's definitely playing the victim this month. I can't move on. I can't do this. What am I going to do for work? What am I going to do this? So it's almost just like, it's not the fact that you can't. You're convincing yourself. Some of you are staying in codependency, even though you know it's codependent. Like, oh, I already know. But what else am I going to do? That's the type of vibe that it comes off. 3 of Wands. Okay. Could be sending out resumes. Watch your time, because some of you guys may possibly end up running late, or there will be some type of time test, time something that you're going to have to do. But also this is about manifesting. I'm getting start over. Some of you guys need to start over on your manifestations, if that makes sense. Can you really start over on your manifestations? I don't know. But some of you guys definitely need to throw away. I wouldn't say throw away, but you need to get rid of something that you've written your manifestations down in, because it's almost like I'm getting the vibe where it's like null and void. It's it. Start over. Manifest again. Because I feel like some of you guys, the reason why I'm saying that is because what you are manifesting is so bottom tier. It's like, wow. Nuh-uh. Like, you're better than that. Why are you manifesting that? That's how it comes through. Some of you are also still... Now, there will be... Your light switch will be off at the beginning of the month. But once the end of the month comes, your light switch will be on and you'll be looking for this person to call you. Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Scorpio, another Libra. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like some of you Libras, you're like, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about this particular person. Even though they may definitely be a liar, I don't care. That's the energy that's coming through. Even for those of you that are single, you may research, find some things out about this person. Red flags galore, or just a red flag in general. And you're just like, I don't care. I feel like me and this person got something in common. We share a common interest when it pertains to, they may be artsy, or they may be, or you guys may be creatives, or you guys just share something common when it comes to, who knows, favorite ice cream, candy, whatever, you know, excuse me. Or you may share that you both have been divorced, or you both, you know, divorced in a long-term relationship that felt like a marriage, but it wasn't. Either way, it's almost like you and this person are, you know, kumbaya-ing over heartbreak. And sometimes it happens, but in this particular situation, that's causing you to put on blinders because you're not paying attention to who this person is. Relationship or not, or single, it doesn't matter. There is a lack of paying attention. There's something that you're not going to win. Some of you Libras are definitely trying to do something, whatever this is. You're trying to win something. You're trying to win over someone. I don't feel like your efforts are going to work during this month. Who knows what's going to happen in October? But this month, no, look at that. King of Wands in reverse. I already said it's like you can't really trust this person. And it came through again. Some of you need to keep looking for love. You're stopping and you need to keep looking. Keep going. King of Wands in reverse. Not a fan. He's tough to be around to me when the King of Wands in reverse. You know, he loses that charisma. He loses that joy. He loses that fun. Even, it also could be an energy here. You're drained when you get around this person. And you're trying to figure out, is it me? No, it's not you. It's them. Or, shit, if it is you, then, hey, we can do something about that. But, but either way, non-committal. But we know this. But you don't care. If they're non-committal or not, you don't care. It's like you're in it now. So, whatever. Balls to the wall. That's the type of energy it's giving. Like, whatever, you know. But what I say before, is it worth sacrificing your integrity or your truth? Everything is not fine. Everything is not fine when it comes to this very slick person. But some of you guys, this could be an energy, like I said, pertaining to your career with that authority figure. It could even possibly be with your boss. It's not fine in a way, you know, and I feel like it's not fine in a way in terms of you're being too cavalier. You're being too, it's whatever. No, no, no. I'm not saying panic, but some of you guys, it's almost just like you're relying way too much on luck. And at some point, the gig is up and you just have to be practical, as much as it may suck. Okay? Which, you know, we've been there. The betrayal still stands. That's what I totally get. But also some of you guys, put a damn case on your phone because you're liable to crack it this month. So yeah, just watch out for that. I want to tell you, I knew it was going to come out eventually, but you know, yeah, there's going to be some type of huge ending, but it's for your better good. Big ending coming. I mean, this is something that you don't see. Hence why probably the everything's fine came up in the reverse. But it seems like it's a fight. that could definitely be very much preventable, but it's that energy here where it's like, you know what, I'm tired of this. You know, when you get to that energy where it's like you just get so frustrated, you lash out. That's the type of energy that's coming through with this Tower and this Nine of Wands. And I see a blockage. Some of you guys are definitely blocked in your career, in life, in when it comes to making money. Because it could be the energy of almost like, what did you sign up for? Is what you're deciding to do really worth it? Does it make you happy? I talked about it before. Some of you may possibly feel miserable. Okay. With the Tower, we have number 16. So we have 7. Definitely. Somebody's going to get under your skin. And you're going to act out of character. And guess what's going to happen to you? The thing that you want to happen to them. So don't do this because this is preventable. But also, adversary. That's what's coming through. There's going to be some type of shakeup coming. And it's going to test your inner strength. Do you have adversity? Absolutely you do. But if you're going to break down and cry about it, then what can we do? I can't do anything. You know? So some of you guys, I know it's one of those things where it's like, eye roll. But this is something that has to happen because you're not doing something right. Something needs to be shaken up in your life. And that's okay. Everybody goes through it at some point where something just has to be removed that we think is the best for us and it's really not. Some of you, it could be a relationship. Some of you, it could be school, going to learn a new career that really isn't right for you, but here we are. But it's what you do during a time of crisis that makes you strong. Some of you will fold like a paper clip on a stack of papers. But others of you, I definitely see, you know, the energy is there for you to pick yourself up off the ground and be like, you know what? Screw this. I ain't going to feel sorry for myself. Yes, this sucks, but what can I do about it? I can't go back in time. But at least every Libra should have this, you know, mindset, mind frame. So it's like it's a setback for a major comeback. And that's fine. Okay? But anyway, so Libras, this has been your reading for September. Hope it helped and see you later.